There has been a lot of talk about whether Rashford is in the same bracket as Ousmane Dembele and Kylian Mbappe. It's got me thinking, who is the hottest prospect in Europe?
It's time for a big peak.
What is a hot prospect? A hot prospect is a young player who is stealing all the headlines and exciting football fans everywhere. Typically, they are already crucial players at their clubs and would have been likened to a legend at some point. Now, the obvious ones are the players who are already crucial players for their clubs, as I said, and these clubs tend to be some of the biggest from around Europe. Some of these players have already moved for astronomical fees. Some of them, in contrast, have come through the academies. Some of them were picked out at a young age before the fame. And some have already played for multiple of those big European clubs. Kylian Mbappe. The Frenchman has got 1 goal and 6 caps for France. Domestically, he's got a little under a 1 in 2 strike rate. And he was one of the standout players of the Champions League last season, guiding Monaco to the semi-finals. Ousmane Dembele. This Frenchman has got 1 goal and 7 caps for France. He's got 35 goals in 104 games across his career so far. His pace and technique have been picked out for being some of his biggest assets. Marcus Rashford. With 2 goals and 11 caps for England and a little under 1 in 3 strike rate for Man United. However, his strike rate can be misleading given the large amount of substitute appearances he's made. And he's already proven he's a big game player.
Rashford, he's in here, he scores! Marcus Rashford takes yet another step up the ladder.
Gabriel Jesus. The Brazilian has got 5 goals in 9 caps on the international front and has already got 12 goals in 18 games for Man City. He is proving he's a lethal finisher, and he was at some stages last season keeping Aguero out of the team. Dele Alli. This young man's already got 21 caps for England with 2 goals. The 21-year-old came through the MK Dons ranks and had controversy instilled into him from an early age.
Chain for Ali.
With 35 goals in 102 games for Spurs, Levy is still waiting for him to repay his price tag before he's given a better contract. Gianluigi Donnarumma. The 18-year-old has already accumulated 4 caps for Italy and 73 appearances for AC Milan. He plays second fiddle internationally to namesake and idol Gianluigi Buffon. Buffon is loved by his fans for staying loyal to them even during the hard times. And Donnarumma has clearly learnt a lot from him. So as soon as a rich club showed the slightest interest in him, he handed in a transfer request. Marco Asensio. Spain international has 28 goals and 153 career appearances so far. The 21-year-old is already becoming a massive player for Los Blancos and was recently named the best player in the world under the age of 21. Kingsley Coman. Goal scoring isn't what he's known for, with just 10 goals in his career so far. However, his direct style of play, his ability to beat a man and his blistering pace make him a big player for Bayern. Now, the under-the-radar ones are players who are not crucial players at massive clubs yet. Some may be squad players at massive clubs, and others may be crucial players at lesser clubs. The difference between the obvious ones and the under-the-radar ones is the obvious ones tend to be global stars, who just so happen to be really young as well, and the under-the-radar ones tend to be 1 or 2 seasons away at massive clubs from being global stars. Andreas Christensen. With just 8 appearances for Chelsea at the age of 21, it is understandable to question his status as a hot prospect. But the Dane has displayed remarkable talent in Germany, and it wouldn't surprise me if he slotted right into Chelsea's back 3 upon his return. Kim Pembe. The uncapped 22-year-old has gradually become more involved at PSG, with 42 club appearances. PSG have refused to send him out on loan, and I think that shows that he's already becoming a valuable squad member. Tammy Abraham. Obviously, the 6'3" England under-21 sensation is already a crucial player at Swansea. And if I thought this was his level, I would have said he had already broken out. But I expect him to also break out at Chelsea, nailing down a first-team spot there, despite only playing 2 games so far for Chelsea. With 29 goals in 55 games out on loan so far, playing at clubs who are weaker in their respective leagues, Kevin Ogunetega Tamarabi Bakumo Abraham has shown he is no mug and big things are coming. Ben Woodburn. Liverpool's youngest ever goalscorer, who is already an influential player for Wales's first team, is only 17. Having taken the record from, being the same height as, and sharing a birthplace with Michael Owen, will the coincidences ever end? Woodburn will be hoping so. He doesn't want to end his career rotting away on the Stoke bench. Next up is Christian Pulisic, USA's hottest soccer prospect since Freddie Adu. The 19-year-old winger will be hoping Dembele's departure leads to more game time. 17 goals in 80 games across both club and international levels show that he is a goal threat as well. Keane. The 17-year-old will supposedly be leading the line for Juventus for years to come. He's already nailed down a first-team spot at Serie A level on loan at Hellas Verona. And after a breakout season at Juventus last year, it's only a matter of time before the 17-year-old is a household name. Nicholas Sully is a German international who plays for Bayern Munich. So why have you never heard of him? Up to this point, he spent his whole career at Hoffenheim, captaining them to a Champions League finish. Massive things are expected of him this season, with Carlo hoping to shore up the defence. Timo Werner. After inspiring RB Leipzig to a second-place finish with an astonishing amount of goals last season, Joachim Low has taken interest. 6 goals in 8 caps for Germany so far mean he's looking a star in the making. One more fruitful season and surely the big boys will come in. One RB Leipzig player who will definitely be joining a big boy next summer is Naby Keita. Liverpool snapped up the next N'Golo Kante for roughly £65 million, 1 year after his move to Germany for £10 million. The 22-year-old will be hoping he can prove himself at Liverpool next season and perhaps become an obvious one. While I do expect big things at big clubs from all the under-the-radar players, none of them are shit hot yet. Out of the obvious ones, we have a lot of players who have the potential to become legends, but only one can be the hottest prospect in Europe. Unfortunately for Koeman, even though he has a bit about him, he's not complete enough to win. While Donnarumma is a great keeper who will be around for years, he's too much for Belen to win. Marco Asensio's form can definitely be classed as shit hot, but he's too much for a midfielder and not enough of a striker to have people care about him. Dembele is on this list purely based off his 100 million move. His long injury and kick-ups mean hype has died down. While Ali faces the same problem as Asensio in being a midfielder, he is English, so he is higher. Being English helps Ali, but it definitely hinders Rashford. If he had burst onto the scene at a PSG or a Barcelona, people would have been like, whoa! Whoa! But English media are playing him down for some reason. He is a top-notch, big-game player. It wasn't so long ago City's major problem was their ageing squad. Now they've got the Premier League's most exciting young player in Gabriel Jesus. You might say he's resurrected the spark at the Etihad. So that means the hottest prospect in Europe is Kylian Mbappe. After completing his highly criticised move to Parc des Princes, a lot of people question where his priorities lie. Throughout his career, I'd say it's obvious his priorities lie in goals. The teenage sensation led Monaco to a Champions League semi-finals and their first league title in 17 years. Still, at just 18 years of age, he's already left his mark on the history of French football. And he'll be hoping that in the next 18 years, he can cement his place as the best footballer on the planet. So there we are, guys. Mbappe is the hottest prospect in Europe. If you disagree, please tell me in the comments below who you think holds that title. Please like, subscribe and share. I'll see you soon! Kevin Ogonetega Tamarabi Bakumo Abraham. Oh, I smashed it out of the park. Absolutely smashed it. Absolutely smashed it.